Beauties, welcome back to the Jolie Beauty channel, and today I am so excited because today it's a launch day. So if you haven't guessed already, we have developed two brand new makeup brush sets, one for the face and one for the eyes. Before we delve into the kits and find out a little bit more about them, I just wanted to sit down and talk a little bit about the inspiration behind the kits. So of course at Jolie Beauty we don't like to do anything too boring, but we always felt like professional brushes are just always so dull. They've normally got black handles or gold and they're all very similar looking. So when designing this brush set we wanted to combine professional quality brushes with fun and unique design, and I feel like this set has absolutely nailed that. So looking at the brushes, you'll see they've got this gorgeous crystal inspired handle. Now this is very personal to me because I am a big believer in the energy of crystals, and I really felt a connection to wanting to incorporate this somewhere into the brushes. I personally have such an affinity with the moonstone crystal, and this is because it is said to bring creative and calming qualities to your life. And this emulates exactly how I feel when I'm doing makeup. I feel like it brings out my creativity, and it also gives me this gorgeous sense of calm while I'm doing it, almost like a meditation. So if you guys have been here for a while, you will know that I'm a strong advocate that vegan synthetic fibres can do just as good a job as animal hair. There is absolutely no need in 2021 for us to still be using animal hair in our makeup brushes. Personally, I find synthetic fibres a lot easier to use, a lot easier to clean, and your brushes will truly last a lifetime, unlike hair that can also go a little bit straggly, it can shed more and just go out of shape much more easily than synthetic fibres. The other thing we really wanted to achieve with this brush set is it to be the pinnacle brush set of your dreams, meaning that you can create every single look using these brushes, whether you're a beginner, advanced or on a professional level. There is a brush here that will fit every single skill. Whether you're just trying to perfect a winged eyeliner or you're onto your 30 different colour cut creases, these brushes are going to change your game. So without further ado, let's have a little bit of a deeper look into the brush kits, starting with the face set. So as you can see with the face set, you get 10 amazing brushes, and it just looks so fluffy in the packaging. I just can't wait to show you guys. First of all, shall we just take a little look at that packaging and appreciate it, because woo, baby. I am literally just going to keep mine in my vanity, just like this, because it's so pretty. It does just come with a clear packaging over it, so if you ever give it as a gift, it's just so stunning. I hope you can see all these beautiful holographic details on the cardboard with the Jolie Beauty prints. So let's start with face brush 1. This is a beautiful large powered brush. Perfect for setting your face, adding bronzer to the skin. You can just see how gorgeous and thick and soft those fibres are. I'm just so obsessed. I just want to kind of... Oh no, I'll get it dirty. I should have mentioned that each brush does have the logo printed on it, and also a brush number at the end, and that'll make it so easy for you guys to follow along with the tutorials. So brush number 2 is a buffing brush. I use this primarily for buffing foundation into the skin. It's such a beautiful soft foundation brush, and it just gives the most seamless finish. This also gives a lot of coverage straight away, but also you can buff the product really well into the skin if you want slightly less coverage, and it just makes my foundation application so easy. Oh, now here is an interesting brush. As you can see, we have created a brush that has this kind of apex to it. Now these kind of brushes are really useful when you're trying to fit underneath the eye, and you can also use it to chisel underneath your cheekbones. You can use it to blend contour upwards, cream contour that is, upwards, and just to get a little bit more precision with your blend. I also like to use this brush along my jawline like that when I'm contouring with cream, and it's just such a useful brush, but I think the top use for it for me has to be underneath those eyes. Here we have face brush number 4, brush number 4. What is wrong with me today? Brush number 4. Next we have face brush number 4, which is a angled brush like that, and this brush is specifically made to get into those cheekbones and create that contour. I always find that these kind of brushes are always a little bit too large, so I wanted to create something that would sit right in the cheekbone and would mean that you wouldn't be moving any of that product too low. I know a lot of people go in with a much larger brush for this, and it kind of makes the face look a little bit like longer and a little bit heavy. So having a brush like this in your set is just going to create that gorgeous sleek contour that we all want. Brush number 5 is a slightly smaller powder brush. This can be used for obviously blush on the cheeks. You could use it for wiping away the other powder that you've put on. It's always useful to have a few different sizes of powder brushes. It's exactly the same concept as when I'm teaching you guys about eyeshadow. You go in with a more general colour and then work your way down in brush sizes to create more precision in your makeup. And the next brush is a similar concept, except this one is on an angle. I always find if you're looking to create more of a contoured look, then using an angled brush places the product where you want it the most, and then you can sweep and it will automatically just create a gorgeous ombre to wherever you've placed the product, blending it in really nice and easily for you. Next we're on to brush number 7. So brush number 7 is a miniature fan brush. I absolutely love fan brushes just for dusting highlighter on the tops of my cheeks. I also love to use it just above the eyebrow with highlighter as well. And because the miniature fan brushes are so much more precise than the larger ones, you can even just highlight your nose very, very quickly with it. And it just makes the whole highlighting process so seamless and quick. Brush number 8. Brush number 8, because I can count, is a very small flat top angled brush, and this is great for precision blending. Some of the top uses for this brush might be to blend larger concealer areas underneath the eye. It would also be great for making sure you don't disturb that cream contour and blending that nice and upwards like we discussed, under the chin as well. And I absolutely love this one. If you like to do cream contour on your nose, you can use this down the sides and it won't disturb where you've placed the product, which is absolutely fantastic. Brush number 9 is a domed concealer brush. I absolutely love this brush for blending away concealer underneath the eyes. It's also fantastic if you like to use eyeshadow bases. You can pat this brush over the top and it will just create a really seamless blend. You could also use it to set down the base with some powders as well. And finally we have brush number 10, and brush number 10 is a precision powder brush. So this is my absolutely favourite brush for setting underneath the eyes or around the nose, or any areas that need a little bit of a smaller brush, especially if you're using a bright powder just to add a little bit of light underneath the eyes. You don't want to use anything too big because you'll be bringing that highlight too far down. So this has been created just to be the perfect sized fit underneath the eye. And now we are on to the eye set. So as you can see, the eye set comes in the same beautiful packaging with the stand in it, and you have 13 brushes here, guys, so it is a very generous set. But we know you don't want to be cleaning your brushes between every single shade, So having this amount of brushes is really going to help you when you're doing those creative, colourful looks, or if you just don't want to wash your brushes every single time you use them. So instead of going through and saying this is a large shader, this is a medium shader, I'm going to group the types of brushes together so you can kind of see them side by side and in what category they fall. One of the things that I really wanted to get right in this set is carving brushes. I know you guys absolutely love to carve underneath your eyebrows and you love to do cut creases, so I wanted to create brushes that made that so easy for you, and I feel like we've really achieved it in this set. This set of brushes doesn't have one, it doesn't have two, it has 3 different carving brushes of different sizes. So no matter what your preference is and no matter how precise you want to get that cut crease, you're going to be able to achieve it with these brushes. So starting with the large one, this one is perfect for cutting underneath the eyes. You could do this with a cut crease as well. Some people might have a preference to have a slightly smaller brush when they do the cut crease, which is why we included this middle one. But also this is great for precision work, tidying up and just lining the eyes. And then we have this super cute Diddy cut crease brush, and this is great for precision work, adding patterns to your looks, or just if you feel like you just need that little bit more precision. The smallest brush in the carvers has a slightly flatter tip, and that means when you're getting in close, you're going to be able to create a little bit of a flatter line. Sometimes with the carving brushes you can find them a little bit too rounded, so by having one that's got a slightly flatter tip, it really means that you can get more precise work or use a different technique with that specific brush. Let's have a look at our liner brushes in the set. So we have 2 different liner brushes in the set, and we have this one which is a bit of an angled brush, and this gives you a really precise line. This is absolutely my favourite brush to create a wings liner. It pairs perfectly with our Infinity gel liner, and it means it's so simple to line the outer and do a wing, or you can also use it to line your inner waterline. The other liner brush is of course the angled liner brush. You can also create a winged liner with this brush too if you prefer. It also works perfectly with shadows if you like a little bit of a softer look. You can also use this brush for your eyebrows to fill them in with a brow pomade or a shadow if you wanted, and that gives a really beautiful look. As you can see, the tip on this brush is super fine and super thin, so it makes it really easy for you to get those beautiful soft looks or those individual brow hairs depending on what look you're going for. Next, let's talk about the blending brushes. This really excites me because I feel like we've absolutely nailed getting the precision, what is wrong with specific precision? It's just not going well, is it? I feel like we've absolutely nailed getting the precision that you guys need when you're creating more colourful looks or you just want to get more of a seamless blend. So as you can see, there are 5 different blending brushes in the set, and they range from slightly larger, obviously, to medium, and then they get even more precise as you go on. Now, these blenders are so tiny and they are really going to help you when you're blending from one shade to another. There's also a little bit of a difference in the cut. Some of them have a bit more of a rounded shape, which helps you create more density in your colour, and others are more tapered, and these are going to help you blend colours out or create a softer look. The 2 that really excite me in this set are obviously the smaller ones. This is a very unique design. It is quite unusual to get a brush that's this loosely packed and this tiny, and this, honestly, you can just feather it from one shade to another and it just does all that work for you. Changed the game. It's changed the makeup game. And finally in the set we have our smudging and packing brushes. These are absolutely perfect for getting the colours on the lid quickly and easily, and also for smudging them out. So we have a pencil brush, a bit more of a long smudger. This one is great for underneath the eye. And this one is similar to that one but is a little bit smaller. So if you've ever struggled with getting a smoky eye where you've got like a dark shade right up close underneath your eye and then you want to smudge it out with a slightly lighter shade, then these two brushes, mwah, perfect. So beauties, that is all the details that you need about the Ethereal Pro set. I hope you really love the look of these brushes because I have had so much fun creating them. I feel like my heart has really gone into making sure that I've created a comprehensive brush set that is really gonna help you guys up that makeup game. There is a deal at the moment on the website, so if you add both of these to your basket, you will save £10 on the overall price. I'm not sure how long we're going to keep that deal on for, so if you're interested, there is a promotion going on at the moment. If you have any questions about the set at all, feel free to drop the comment down below and I will get back to you. As ever, thank you so much guys for supporting me and supporting the brand. We absolutely love you and there's nothing really much else to say except I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.